YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Little Petty checking in with you guys with another stock market episode. All right, you guys, in today's episode, what I'm going to talk about today is the play on Bidu. We're also going to talk about a couple stocks on the watch list, a few stocks that are hot right now, and I think there's going to be some good momentums going forward. So we're going to talk about that, and that's what this video is going to be about. So make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you guys are new or whatever, if you guys are already up to date with the routine, just stay tuned and make sure you guys watch the whole video. All right, so the first thing today is we want to talk about the stock Bidu. Now, Bidu broke out today, and I'm actually going to show you guys where I found the trade from. Now, I got the trade from Flow Algo, and we got a golden sweep. Now, the golden sweeps, they don't really come in that often, but we got a golden sweep today, and I caught it live time. So they were buying up the 185 calls for March of next year. So I ended up buying one of those strikes, and I ended up riding it up. I tagged out of it. I actually tagged out of it a little early. I tagged out of it right here. I should have had my stop at this wick right here, but I ended up tagging out right here at this wick right here, and then it ended up leaving me. So but we're gonna look for this trade, and I didn't know that this trade is actually on an all-time high breakout. So if that was the case, I probably would have swung trade that trade, but I wanted to just take my gain. So we locked in the profit, and we're going to keep this one on the watch list. So Bidu is stock number one that we're going to be watching for some continuation. Now, I got these zones mapped out. I'm going to go ahead and fine tune them on a different time frame. I got to get back into over here to see where these buyers and sellers were actually at. And we'll go ahead and fine tune this up later. So, but another stock that's hot right now, which I actually talked about. Pull this up real quick. It's Apple stock. So right here, I posted this yesterday talking about Apple stock, and I said we want to take a long position intraday on Apple 124. The calls of the 124 call options that expire on the 24th. Now the news broke out today that Apple, I'm not sure what the news was, but they had a bullish push up, and we actually got above this zone right here. So this stock is looking bullish. This stock is probably going to continue to rally. I would look for sellers up here in this little area right here, about 129 level. I would watch out for sellers up here, and then ultimately the sellers are going to be up here. So, but Apple stock is bullish. We did get some news, a good catalyst, and the stock did run up 5% today. So Apple stock was the stock number two that was hot. I would keep my eyes on Apple stock going forward. Now NIO stock, this one did pull back. This was a good entry down here. We did buy this entry. We did get out of it, so we didn't swing trade it, but this is actually another good trade. This one did a gap up into this yellow zone. So if we hold in this yellow zone, I think NIO is going to continue up. This is probably going to be a good dip buy on NIO to look forward going forward. Now Snow, this one finally came down into this red zone. So we were watching this one very closely intraday. This actually turned out to be a good dip buy down here in this red zone. But I was playing other trades, and I don't like trading, like 4 or 5 tickers at one time. So I left this one alone. But Snow, we are going to watch this. We do need to see if we do continue past this zone right here. If we reject out of here, then we're going to come back down and test some lower lows. But I like this dip buy for Snow. If we do retest this from the top at this 318 and then bounce, that's going to be another good dip buy. Now Tesla. So the news with Tesla, I like Tesla right now, but I tagged out of my trade today on Tesla. I wanted to tag out and readjust because we know that the bullish news is coming out, but I don't want to sit and let the time decay on the contracts decay. So that's the whole thing with Tesla. I really don't want the time decay to eat away at the contract, so I'm going to reevaluate. I still do like it above this zone, for the breakout to at least 700. All right, one more stock that we're looking at is the trade desk. Now, we did talk about the trade desk over here. We're talking about the trade desk. We were saying long TDD, get some 900 and 910 put credit spreads, and I also like a dip buy in that yellow zone down here. Now, we had these blue zones mapped out for intraday plays, and we did bounce out of these trades. So we'll go ahead and go to the charts, and as you can see, we did pull back and we tapped this 902 zone. We bounced out of it, and then today we gapped up. We ran up to an all-time high at 947. So the play on the trade desk, I'm looking for this one to continue to the upside. I have my price target up here at about 1,000. We'll go ahead and mark that out. I think it's going to hit 1,000 very, very soon because we're only about, let me see. We're only about 7-8% away. So the play that I like on the on TTD is actually buying some debit spreads. I would say some 950s, 940s, 950s. Let's go look at the options real quick. I would say probably, let me see, 30. So you're going to have to do a $10 spread unless you do next week. But if you do next week, I would probably do a credit spread, the 930s, 920s, maybe a 940, 950, possibly. That's a little bit more risky, but you have 9 days on the play. Now, obviously, the better play. Now, see, the thing about the trade desk, because I trade this a lot, they make the move, and then when it pulls back, you're gonna get you're gonna get a nice pullback. So you don't want to get caught up. We're pretty much going sideways and we're creeping up. So I still like the trade, but what I'm saying is, you just need to be careful with this stock, because this stock could pull back down here to 880, and then those 950s, those are going to be almost worthless at that point. So that's a play that I'm actually probably going to take. If we do pull back into any of these little dip zones, I do like buys down here going forward. And oops, no, let me do this. So with TTD, if we can get a pullback down to 900, anything above 900, I like it bullish. So I'm probably going to look to set up a trade. Like I said, looking to probably play these 940, 950s. But if we do get the dip down, then I will be looking to play about $10 away from the money. So look at it about that. If we get the dip down to 900, I'll go for the 910, the 920, 930s. I'll look to play to break out above this if we do get any pullback down here. Now, if we get the pullback into this yellow zone, then obviously I'll look to play probably the 900s. The 900s, the 910s, and then I will get some time on those ones. I would probably get 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I'm not playing these ones. Now, if you want to play this one, I would play right at the money. And I would look for a dip to play. So, but I'm not playing those. Now, let's go back to Bidu, because Bidu, this one is going to be really interesting. And I want to show you guys the option that I traded and how it fluctuated. So we actually came out here to the March 19th, 94 days away, and we had the 185 calls. So let me go ahead and stretch this out real quick so you guys can see. All right, so we ended up getting our fill. We got our fill today at 649. So we got filled in this candle right here. We got filled for $10. So we got filled for 10 and we rode it up to about 14. We locked it in, but it ended up running to about 17. So that's the importance. And I ended up charting this out after I tagged out. And I told myself, I need to make sure I need to actually leave room for my my stops. So my stop should have been here at 12.50, and then when it actually broke out, because the thing about this stock, why I liked this stock, this is what happened. I'm gonna run it through for you guys. We'll go to the 15-minute chart. We'll zoom in. All right. These are 15 minutes. So the stock's running up, boom, boom, boom. I get alerted right around at this candle, and I'm seeing a bright green candle, and I'm like, okay. I see the you know, the bullish flow, so that means that people are buying the stock, obviously. So I get in right behind the banks, boom, jump in, and I see this consolidation, and I'm like, okay. We were already in the profit literally in about 10 minutes. So I was already at from 10 up to 15, and then we pulled back. I said we're gonna let the volatility shake out. We need to see structure on this trade. So when I seen this right here form, and I said, okay, this is gonna be a bullish setup. I went to the 1 hour chart. Let's go to this 1 hour chart real quick, because I trade off the 1 hour. So boom, see this, we get in, we see this candle, then we see this candle. We're like, okay, this candle right here is basically saying, yeah, this is probably going to be the low. Now you're going to put, and that's why you see I have an alert right here. At or below here, that's going to show a sign of a reversal. We obviously held that. Now you got to give your trades breathing room and let your trades work for them. Now I'm used to trading, you know, shorter term options. This option started moving slow, so I got a little antsy. I'm like, you know what? I started just trailing up my stop, trailing it up, and I was wanting to get tagged out. So that's something that I have to work on. So then when I seen this candle right here, this is the candle right here where I say, okay, this is looking like we're setting up for a bull flag. Now I was going by the hour. And then when I'm zooming in into the 15-minute chart, this is what I'm seeing. And I'm looking at this option right here. Let's go to the 15-minute right here. So as I'm trailing it up, you know, it finally tagged me out. I think it was, if we actually zoom in, you could see, I think it might have been right here. This is mine's right there at 1040. Right around here, one of those small orders. It was I was the only guy that got filled, because these this option that I was trading wasn't that liquid. It wasn't liquid. There was just not a lot of volume. It was liquid. It wasn't a lot of volume on the option. So I'm over here playing patty cake with the stop order, and then it finally broke out. And this is the thing. When I've seen this so many times. This is what comes with the experience. Now, when you're trading the options, you know, this is what's gonna happen. The stock runs up. Let me show you guys right here. The stock runs up, and then it goes sideways. And when it has this bullish momentum, it usually closes strong at the end of the day. It's usually gonna close strong, or it'll have a slight pullback, and then it'll rip up the next day. So I was thinking today, I'm like, you know, I'm pretty sure this one is gonna close strong on the day. So with that being said, I need to keep my stop tight. I need to give my stop some wiggle room so I can ride it out for the whole day for the day trade. Because I literally, as I tagged out, you know, I'm like, okay, well, how would you have really traded it? I would have kept my stop down here, and I would have rode it up all the way pretty much to the close and locked it in for 17. I walked away with 14, but you know, I left that extra $300 on the table. That's the importance of trailing your stops up. So let's go ahead and go over. Boom, boom. It got above. Well, see, these zones weren't even mapped out. And then the thing was, I thought the stock was already at an all-time high, so I didn't do my full analysis. So this is what I was looking at. I'm like, damn, this stock is really going up. Like, where's the ceiling? But I didn't do this. If I would have did that, I would have swung trade this trade for sure. So, but that's all right. Bidu, I like Bidu. We're going to watch these zones right here. Let me go ahead and map some of these out. These are on the monthlies, so I'm going to have to fine tune these. But overall, we have monthly zones up here that we're going to be watching on Baidu. And I don't know what the news was. I did check. I think a news article came out, something about I don't know. Some where is it at? Yeah, planning electric vehicle manufacturing. I don't know. I don't care. I really don't. I just care what the price says and what it does, and I'm gonna follow the trend. So I'm gonna be watching Baidu tomorrow. I'm not gonna FOMO into this. This one has already ran up. This thing then shot up after hours. It went from so I tagged out down here at 180 basically, and then it rips up another 14 points. So, but it's all good, you know. That's stock market trading. Now let's go ahead and look at the futures real quick, and we're gonna see what kind of setups we have over here. Now on the futures are bullish. I did take a bullish position down here. So I got chopped up a little bit down in this zone, but I was bullish this area. We did get the confirmation. I did ride a swing trade of this overnight. I locked in some gains. Right now we're at the top of this zone. I did take a short position on this, but I did stop out. I'm just, because with my trading, I want to stay trend trading. I want to stay focused on the trend. The trend is up. I don't want to play. So what I'm going to look for is a pullback into this blue zone. And then that's where I'm going to buy the dip for the breakout for the rally. I don't want to short for a little. And with the shorting, you get the spike. It's just harder to manage. You just buy the dip. You set your stop loss below the wick. And you ride it up. And you shut the computer down. And with the ES does look good. We're going to watch out for sellers up here. I'm going to put this red. We're going to go over Tesla too. I want to go over Tesla too. Go over Tesla. So the sellers are up here. We got to watch out for this. Right now, if you see, we are trying to take out these sellers right here, that wick right there. So we're going to watch that zone. I'm going to delete this. But I'm just showing you for visuals. We're going to watch that area. And then we're also, so really, if you wanted to get on the micro scales, that's the levels that you want to watch for. If we get above here, we're going to get into this zone. Watch out for sellers here. But if we break out of here, all-time high for SPY. I think we're going to get the Santa Claus rally. All right. And Bitcoin, we did buy Bitcoin. We bought the dip down here. I did take my profit. I want to see Bitcoin pull back. And the Russell has been strong. We did take a day trade on that. I like this. This one is tough right now. This one is I feel like there's not a lot of structure on this one. And that's, yeah, there's not really a lot of structure right now. I would actually look, this was sellers, so I would watch out possibly for this. I would possibly watch out for that area right there. Facebook, okay, Facebook, they got the V-shaped recovery. Facebook looks good. Yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. For me, I'm keeping it really simple. The stocks that I'm going to be focused on, I'm actually going to be focused. Let me go over Tesla real quick. I still like Tesla. Like I said, I think we need to go sideways a little bit, but I'm looking for sellers above here. I should have tagged out up here, but I tagged out down here. I took like a $500 loss on Tesla. I said I'm going to reevaluate the play, and we will figure out what's going on. But I am bullish Tesla. I'm bullish Tesla. I like Baidu. I don't like this after hours action, but we're gonna see. We have some zones to play off of now, and we have a profit target up here. There's 220. So let me see. Playlist, active trade list. What else we got on the day? Okay, so Tilray's hours after hours on some news. Pot stock's not playing with that. 10 had a good day. 10 broke out. So we've been watching 10. We haven't actually taken a trade in this, but 10 looks good. And Twilio or Upwork is finally breaking out. We were waiting for this. It was getting slow, so I got away from it, and it's finally breaking out. So I like Upwork too. Peloton. What else we got? I think that's it, man. That's pretty much it. So yeah. All right, you guys. I hope you guys like this video. Like I said, top stocks for me tomorrow. I'm gonna be watching Flow Algo. I'm gonna see what's popping right now. I think there is still a lot of bullish stocks. You know, Apple's getting the move up. So yeah, and I'm gonna be watching Tesla, and I know Disney got the pop too, and they had a nice pullback. So I would just so what I'm actually going to be trading, I'm gonna be focused on intraday trading the Qs. That's what I'm gonna focus on, trading the Q options. I actually took a trade today in the Q options today, so I'm gonna look for structure, and I'm gonna be looking to play the Q options. That's my top play, the Q call options on dips, and we will be looking at it from the NASDAQ chart, the futures chart. This is where we will get our entries from. So that's it, YouTube. I hope you guys like this one. And Little Petty is